saw a black vehicle, a 1956 Continental Mark II, and a man dressed in a formal charcoal suit and a black navy gloves. He was pointing on his wrist, signaling that we are about to be late. Then I remember the third guideline, 8 p.m., service car, follow the guide. So I grabbed my duffel bag, slipped on my formal leather shoes, and run towards the fire exit. My unit was on the second floor, so I've been using the fire exit instead of the elevator along the floor lobby. Wait, didn't I just heard knocking? I was already on the street when it crossed my mind.
Good evening, Mr. Will.
Seeing the chauffeur closer, I could only guess that he is maybe on his mid-40s. He was standing dignified with his charcoal suit, a well-trimmed full beard, and domineering eyes that makes you feel like you're beneath him. I shake the thoughts on my head and greeted him back and asked if I'm meeting the chief designer tonight. He ignored my inquiry and proceeded on opening the passenger door, signaling me to get in.
We do not want to be late, Mr. Will.
It's been 25 minutes since I entered the car. The chauffeur was quiet. Aside from making short glances on his watch, his head is fixed to the road. It's not even 9 p.m. and the road seems too quiet. I lived here for the last 10 years and it is mostly quiet, but not this kind of silence. You'll often hear vehicles or alarms and sometimes passerby talking along the road. But tonight there's nothing, as if the road was cleaned out for us to use it exclusively. Then I felt the car stop. I looked at the car window and we are on the abandoned rail track. I know this place. One of my clients was trying to buy this land, but the owner wouldn't budge. It took 2 years for my client to give up, ranting that the owner of that place was dumb for not developing the site. The car door opened.
We need to go, Mr. Will.
He guided me inside the rail track. In the end of the track was a 10-foot fence. It was entirely made up of weathered corrugated steel panel, which looked like it hasn't been painted for years by the paint chipping and oxidation of the exposed steel. The yard was maintained properly. The grass looks healthy and freshly cut. However, I did not see any other plants or trees within the front yard, which is a bit of a downer because I do practice designing property with at least 30% green space for the benefit of it. They do have high-pressure misting pump installed throughout the perimeter, which is a big changer in lowering the temperature during summer. The inside looked like a cleaned-up version of a post-apocalyptic industrial warehouse. The whole facility was built in corrugated steel panels and wide flange. One of the covered structure houses what I could only assume as bonsai trees, not the type of bonsai trees you see in a pot. These look like imperial bonsai trees. I know oftentimes we see bonsai standing only a few inches, but imperial bonsai height are on the average of 6 feet. These are carefully crafted trees that probably 100 years old. I can't help but admire how beautiful those trees are.